Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host. And as I promised during our last segment, that our next guest would be Kevin Jenkins. Kevin is the councilman for District 6 right here in the city of Oakland. So Kevin, welcome to All About Community.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I believe this is your first time since you've been elected that you've been on the show. Is it second time?
They kind of blend it. They kind of blend in, but I think I've been one time elected.
Okay, well then this is going to be an opportunity because so much is happening in Oakland for you to explain to our viewers in terms of some of the things that are going on in the city of Oakland. We know that the city of Oakland is a beautiful city and is a city that I consider to be the #1 city in the nation. But something fundamentally wrong is going on now. Let's talk about the city of Oakland. What's going on? You on the city council?
Yeah, I think you said it. We live in a city that's beautiful. We live in a city that us Oaklanders love. We live in a city that people that come to Oakland absolutely love. But right now we're going through some trying time with a number of things, breakdown in social safety net services. So you see a lot more unsheltered residents on the street. You see public safety is probably the #1 issue of concern at the kitchen table of most folks in Oakland.
And it's something that throughout the nation, actually, the world, because of the internet, that people are now getting a bad image of Oakland.
Yeah.
It can take you years to build a reputation, but only days to destroy a reputation. So Oakland's reputation is being destroyed. What are we doing to deal with that?
So we have to go on the offensive, right? There are Instagram pages that have about 300,000 followers, 300,000 people that follow them, right? That are all about negativity in Oakland, right? So if you look at the city's Instagram page, it might have like 15,000 or so. So we have to speak with the bullhorn about what the good things that are going on in Oakland. And I think we have to be very aggressive about combating those challenging things that are happening.
Yeah, but what are we doing to deal with the reality of some of the things that's going on in Oakland? For example, we've been a whole year without a police chief.
Yeah.
Now, somebody has to explain to me, as of March, an 80-year-old man, why this is happening.
Who's 80?
I will be 80.
And I hear
March 4.
I hear you have a new member of the family, so
I
say
do have
congratulations
another
for
grandson.
that
Got
of
another
joy.
grandson. And I want him to be in a safe city.
Yeah, and we will be in a safe city. I think with the issue of the police chief.
Right.
So we have to get to a place where there's one person that we can hold accountable for hiring and firing the police chief.
That is
right
true.
Right now, it's just pointing fingers here and pointing fingers there. And so I support a ballot initiative to put the power in the office of the mayor, right? So this is not necessarily Mayor Shang Tao, but the office of the mayor.
Okay.
Right? And then that way, you can just hold one person accountable. You can't say, well, the police commission didn't give me any names, or they're taking their times with giving names. There has to be one person accountable, and that person should be the mayor of Oakland.
Well, I don't disagree with that. One person should be accountable, but it just seems to me a good leader would be able to work with the city, with the police commission, and come up with somebody, certainly far short of a year, that could be the police chief. Now, this particular mayor has been presented on two different occasions the opportunity to rehire LaRon Armstrong, especially after the hearing officer, who was a retired Court of Appeals justice, said that he didn't do anything wrong. That's what that person concluded. But yet, the mayor said, I don't want him. Now, does that make sense?
So I have the highest amount of respect for Chief Armstrong, and I have to be careful with my words, and I think you can understand.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not asking you to support, because I know he has a lawsuit against the city, and I think it's well-deserved lawsuit in view of what the hearing officer came down with in terms of her findings. But I'm not asking you to say anything good or bad about LaRon. I'm just simply saying that somebody ought to be able to make a decision.
Yeah, I think a year without a police chief is an extended amount of time, especially with the rise in crime that we're seeing and we're seeing in other urban cities. And we definitely need strategies that the police can go out and execute and implement. And so, yes, I would love for that time to be cut down. I think the police commissioner is supposed to present a list in March sometime, right?
That is correct.
But it's one of the things that I get from the neighbors all the time. When are we hiring a police chief? When are we
And
hiring
you
a
should
police
get
chief?
that.
When are we hiring a police chief? And yeah, I think it's with this wonky system that we have, we shouldn't allow it to take a year.
Well, yeah, if I were mayor of this city, it wouldn't take me a year. There's just some things that are so fundamental about leadership. And if you don't understand the fundamentals of leadership, this kind of stuff happens. If I were mayor, of course I will never be mayor, I would have resolved this problem long ago. It would never have happened. But I'm saying that somebody has to be held accountable. We're going to have to go to break, so don't touch that remote. You can see I'm getting a little emotional here. And when you get my age, I can afford to get emotional. So don't touch that remote. We will be right back. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Kevin Jenkins, Councilman, District 6, right here in the city of Oakland. We will be right back.